Alright, Phoenix Jordan, you guys want a joke? Get your joke right here. Alright? Now this is your disclaimer. This is everyone's disclaimer. This is a very explicit joke. And this is definitely one that, the Marines, we tell each other, one of these little Johnny jokes. There's several of them, but this is my favorite one. So, anyway, if you have sensitive ears, if you don't want to hear some nasty stuff, then I suggest you get out of this video now. Alright, time's up. Alright, so anyway, we got, there's a kid in the car, grandfather and grandson are, driving down the street on the way to a fishing trip. And, so the grandfather, he's in the country, he doesn't give a shit, he's an old man. He decides to crack open a beer and he starts drinking a beer while he's driving down the road. And the grandson's like, "Hey, Grandpa, do you mind if I get a sip of that beer? That sure looks good." And again, Grandpa says, "Well, grandson, does your dick touch your asshole?" And the kid's like, "Well, no, Grandpa, I'm just a kid." Grandpa says, "Well, let me know when it does and I'll let you have a sip." It's like, okay. So go on down a little bit farther. Grandpa starts to light up a stogie. So he's smoking his cigar, enjoying it, the window open and stuff. And, grandson's kind of, interested. He wants to try it. He's like, "Hey, Grandpa, you mind if I try that cigar? I just want to see what it's, what it tastes like, what it's like." Grandpa goes, "Well, grandson, does your dick touch your asshole?" He's like, "Well, no, Grandpa, we've only been driving for like a couple minutes. I'm pretty sure my dick's not touching my asshole yet." Grandpa's like, "Well, let me know when it does and I'll let you take a puff." So then grandson is just kind of like, doing his own thing. He's like, "Man, that sucks." So he decides to pull out a bag of cookies that the grandma made for him. The grandpa's driving along. He's like, "Hey, grandson, those some pretty good looking cookies. Those chocolate chip? You mind if I get one of those?" And the grandson goes, "Well, Grandpa, does your dick touch your asshole?" The grandpa's like, "Why, yes, it does. It does, grandson." The grandson looks at him and goes, "Well, why don't you go fuck yourself?" That's the joke.